So a lot of people, when Travis Scott did his apology, a lot of people didn't think it was sincere. He was rubbing his face. There were no tears. He didn't seem visibly shaken. I mean, it's easy to kind of rub your head out of frustration. And we don't know, I don't know him personally, so we don't know how he reacts in times of crisis. And of course, people that are in shock, I mean, they can respond different ways. However, typically, with the, people who study, people that study body language, it's like, we're probably not experts. Well, most people aren't experts in that. But I think the general consensus, most people, I'm not saying all, but I think the most of the things that I'm seeing online, people are saying it seemed disingenuous and that it didn't seem sincere, nor did he seem really emotional or bothered, or, he was devoid of real human emotion when he was talking about it. So, that's been buzzing around. That's been a buzz on the internet. And so, I did a video about that. And somebody, I think, shout out to Jay, he made a good point. And I mean, because I am going over and pouring over this. I mean, once I get obsessed with something, I get stuck on it. I'm like in the minute details of it. And if you think back to the video, I mean, for the most of us, it just didn't seem genuine. And maybe that's why Kylie didn't come on and post herself actually speaking. She presented a statement on her IG page, because people can read a lot into body language. To me, what I got from the way he responded was like, sometimes how a guy can cheat on you and then they like, oh baby, I'm sorry, and then they doing the head thing because they really not sorry, but they trying to invoke some emotion that they really don't have, because they're like, look, I did what I did, but I need to put this show on so that you think that I'm really sorry, so we don't break up, And I kind of feel that's what I was getting from that. It was like, I need to say that I'm sorry because, of course, the PR people said you need to make a statement. You got to make a statement, and this is what you need to say. And it didn't seem very well rehearsed, and I mean, probably those things shouldn't be rehearsed, but if it's not crafted correctly, you can present the wrong message, and you can, people can read into it, which most of us did. So like I said, when I was looking at it, it just seemed kind of weird to me. I just wasn't buying it. And so shout out to Jay. Jay was in the comments and he said, notice how, because I kept saying he's around there scratching his eye and rubbing his head. That kind of threw me off, like, and I didn't know that Travis Scott has an issue where he does not like to look into the camera, that he has a tendency to look down. So I guess this was his attempt to kind of look into the camera. But interestingly enough, Jay pointed out the fact that he could have been people. So we're not saying absolute, because we don't know. This is all speculation and conjecture. Okay, we don't know. That he could have been doing that one eye symbol. So, in his flyers, there's a lot of symbolism with that whole one eye, prominent one eye. Is that possibly some more symbolic messaging that he was giving? It's almost like if this was a ritual and it was a sacrifice, even though he's speaking out to the public, there are those that are in the knowing. Was he sending a subliminal message to them, that job done and covering that one eye? Anything is possible. So let's look at this again, but let's look at those pictures, his flyers with the one eye and the hands, and let's look at his gestures, because I have never seen anybody seriously to speak to something of this magnitude display this kind of handheld behavior. So let's check it out.
My fans really mean the world to me, and I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. My fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I stop the show. My fans really mean the world to me, and I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need, I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The city of Houston, HPD, fire department, everyone to, help us figure this out. So if you have any information, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers.